Hello? Are you guys still there? Are you still there? Welcome back. We are in the shop and you are getting a full tour today. If you couldn't tell, I'm standing on top of my tire machine. Just took some B-roll. But what I want to do is go over everything that we have going on. I feel like I leave so many things out when I post on Instagram, on my stories, etc. And also, I'm doing a disservice to everyone watching here, just expecting you guys to know what I have going on. So, welcome. This is gonna be the full shop tour. Ready to go, baby. Took some B-roll of all the cars, and I'm stoked. This is where I feel comfortable. This is where I love doing everything that I do. So, stay tuned. Thank you for coming. I appreciate the out of all of you. This has been so fun. All right, we are going to start in this corner, which is the opposite side of where the tire machine is. This is my JZX90 Mark II. Not a chaser, it's a Mark II. This car, I purchased, I guess probably about over 2 years ago now. Currently, this is a it's not bone stock. It's got cams and bolt-ons, but the engine bay is butt ugly in this car, so I wasn't planning on pulling the engine out, but I think I'm going to, just to get rid of all this schmutz everywhere. This car is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna keep it light on this because we will go over this in the next week with all the plans that I have for it. This car is going to be the first build on the channel. As much as I wanna get the E46 done back there, I really wanna get this done, especially since I'm still considering selling my M3. I wanna have a fun, fast street car, so I'll walk around it a little bit. We have original Ray's luminous pink 57DR wheels. It has some sort of shitty Vertex body kit on it that needs to be repainted. Oh, don't look at that. We have some parts. We have confettis. I have the interior all ripped apart right now because I took the ECU that was in this car and I sent it to Japan for my Ebisu car because we have a little treat for this thing, which I'll go over all the parts that I've acquired and accumulated and all the awesome companies that have provided parts for this build, but that'll be probably this coming week. Up next, I have my little collection of weird 80s and 90s vintage Kawasaki jet skis. I wasn't gonna go over this stuff, and I will if you guys want me to. Leave it down in the comments. I'll show you what I have. I was really big into these for a long time. Kind of stepped away from it a little bit, but I still love them and I'll probably keep these for forever. In back, we have an 1980, I think it's an 87 JS550. This is a 91 550 SX. In back here, we have a 1976 JS400. So the 1976 was the first, technically the first production year that ski was made in America. They made them in 1974, but they were produced in Japan. So the 76 was the first production year in America. I got this ski from the original owner in Jersey. I don't care for it, but I can never get rid of it. And then, my first jet ski I've ever bought, it's a 91 Kawasaki X2, has a built engine in it, a massive pipe. This thing is rad. Like, best ski ever. Green ski is not mine, it is my friend's. I'm storing it for him. My 450 and my 110, which, if you guys stick around, you'll get to see the pit bike content, which I have a track up and back, and it is a blast. We have all the boys over in the summer. It's so good. So just stick around a little bit and you'll get to enjoy some of that. up, we have the car that I've owned the longest ever. Prior to owning this car, I believe it's been over 7 years, I used to be really bad with cars. I would get a car, I'd keep it for a month and I'd get rid of it. I was known in my friends group as like, oh, when are you gonna sell that? This car changed everything for me. It has gone through a lot of renditions, and for the LZ Invitational this past year, we did a livery with Design Shop React, which funny enough, I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now. So thank you, Mike, if you're watching this. I love it. It's crazy. Some people might not like the pink, but I think it goes really good with the red. And I think it was great for all the companies that support me to be able to give back to them, support them by running this awesome livery for the Invitational. I can't forget to shout out my boys at Viper Chair. These are the best chairs on the market. I had actually found them on Instagram when they had like 500 followers. And I was like, I don't know who you guys are. These things are sick. I need one. And ever since then, I've been the biggest supporter of them. They are so sick. They are not cheap, but I tell this to all my friends that come over. It will be the last shop chair that you buy, like hands down. The quality is unbelievable in them. Free plug because I love them so much. So I completely went over the fact to talk about anything in the engine bay of the E36. This is a stock LS1, just ARP hardware, built heads with a 50 shot of nitrous. It makes 475 on the spray. Car's an absolute animal. Obviously BC coilovers, obviously SLR. This thing is the best. It has been so good to me, and I keep changing the oil every time I drive, and I get poked at, but the VR1 is the best stuff, and it's kept this thing together for probably 60 events. It's unbelievable. Maintenance, 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 maintenance. You gotta do it. It's annoying, but you have to do it. The proof is in the pudding. It obviously works. Up next, we have the biggest project that I've ever taken on in my life. It is an E46 M3. It might not even look like it right now because the back of the car is off. Full fiberglass back, half I have behind the JZX, but this is gonna be my competition drift car build. I had all the fabrication work done by a shop in Tennessee called Rise Fab Shop. They did an incredible job. Has a quick change differential rear end, setup, all fiberglass, fiberglass roof, fiberglass everything. There's no engine in it right now, but all the gnarly fabrication work is already done. The cage, the pedal set, the steering column. This car is going to be wild. I want this done this year. It really just depends on funding because it's going to be really expensive to build, but this is going to be my main focus. That is why I am working on the JZX as soon as possible so we can enjoy that car for the summer and then really focus on this car for the remainder of the time until it's done. This doesn't need much explanation since the first 2 videos on the channel are all about this car. We will be modifying this. I want to lower it, put little newer wheels on it, 1934 wheels, and clean it up and be able to enjoy it and drive it a little bit. But this thing's super cool. I'm stoked that I was able to document the whole process, and it seems like you guys liked it too. It's something different, which I like. Which, if you couldn't tell, I'm into the most obscure things ever. Speaking of which, my 1976 Harley-Davidson shovel head. That we made a chopper. This bike is amazing. I can't wait to make content. We have such a good group of dudes that we ride with all summer long, and it's ridiculous. Shit breaks all the time. We're stuck on the side of the highway out of fuel. Like, oh, it's gonna be so good to film, but I'll point out a few of my favorite things on this bike. So originally this was an 80-inch motor. It is now a 96-inch stroker motor. It absolutely rips. Another crazy thing, kickstart only, no front brake, no clutch lever. It is a hand shift, which I actually put a Yashio factory shift knob on it, and a foot clutch. So if you can imagine, it's pretty sketchy to stop on hills, but it is an absolute blast to ride and one of my favorite toys that I own. It is so fun, so fun. Gonna walk around the garage, I'll show you where some things are, and I have a special treat for you guys. All right, so, how do I explain this? My favorite corner of the garage. I have my wall of stickers on my refrigerator, my Bunko old ass tire machine, my tiny compressor, which will be upgraded soon, and remember I said I have a treat for you guys? I'm gonna make a deal with you. I have the original Grantadors. Yes, these are them. If we can ever hit 100K, I will give these away to one of you guys. I have 2 of them. So I will give both of them away. If we can hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I know that's a far-fetched dream, but if we can hit 100K, I will give away the Grantadors. And I'll do something special too. If I have merchandise at the time, whatever. That is what I want to do. I think that would be hilarious. It's a piece of history. So I love it. If you guys like it, let me know down in the comments below. I think it would be hilarious if we could do that. All my detailing stuff in here. My toolbox, which I actually started using a rolling cart, and I absolutely love it. So I have all the tools that I use like every day in here, and then kind of all the specialty tools in here. And obviously my favorite part of the garage, all of my beautiful Valvoline lined up here. It's a workbench. I plan on building a metal fabrication style workbench for here. But yeah, the garage is pretty well sorted already. I've been in here for like 2 years already. I do want to do air lines throughout the shop and a big compressor, whether I do it upstairs or not. I also want to put a 4-post lift where the JZX is just for some more storage, but I just wanted to bring you guys in here and show you where we're going to be working for, you know, kind of most of the time while I'm filming for this channel, and just show you where everything is. Thank you for sticking around. I know this video is completely different than what I've been posting previously, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you leave a comment down below and give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, especially being so new. The more engagement, the more people it'll show that, you know, I'm posting a lot. So thank you guys again. You're the best. I couldn't do this without you. And we will see you on Tuesday.